get to this new video. I already know this is gonna be a good one because cops have to arrest their children. Like, imagine you pulling somebody over and come to find out it's your child. Oh man, let's watch this. This is gonna be good.
Cops have to deal with all sorts of violent and horrifying criminals in their job. But what happens when it's their own children that they have to arrest?
Dad! Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road, but the driver was the last person they expected.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is,
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise I did not.
No?
The very thing 21-year-old Teresa says is that her dad is an officer with the local PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right there?
No, I hit the traffic pole. This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in...
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Universally, smoking marijuana isn't the only part of her story that doesn't make any sense. She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania around 25 miles away, and it just happened to fall off right as another car identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this. At least, that's what she hopes.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you hit, that you knocked over. 6'7". Do you have another email with you?
Call my dad. He's a sheriff's
Alright,
officer.
hang out.
Over the course of just a few minutes, Teresa brings up her dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way for her to get out of this. But before he can come to rescue her, the cops are starting to zero in on what really happened and begin to get at least some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared because you had maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you want.
Yeah,
Why are
man,
you not
drinks
investing
at
in
Applebee's,
tax liens?
man.
No, seriously.
Woo!
Why are you
Get
not
you messed
investing
up.
into one of the most incredible real estate strategies?
The curb, you hit the traffic signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting. If you just
Okay.
call my dad, he would tell you.
Well,
The sheriff's officer,
here's the thing.
I promise
Your dad, the
you.
sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one short conversation, Teresa admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while driving. 3 driving faults that can each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
What's going on?
Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter hit a traffic wall. Okay. Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on that car, on the car there, I think it was like the front right bumper.
John explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out, if she wants, you to drive her home.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me come out there and I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Thank you.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad, and just 5 minutes later, he arrives at the scene to talk with the cops.
What's up? So, what she's saying, and where the damage was and everything, doesn't really make too much sense. So, tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, the other one, was it just the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, and the scratches here, that's all from a deer that she was officers.
So right now, this is going to be my call. Okay. Supervisor coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry,
Not dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they're expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter, and get extra nervous when he asks who their supervisor is. Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power to prevent their family from getting into trouble. However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You home 10:39. What do you think time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what the fuck do I do?
Somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
We were talking to her, she wasn't telling us what she felt all.
I mean, lying to she knows, but I'm a cop. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even. Do you think she? I'm not lying. I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be very clear about that. She might not even look at the fucking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect, and is a great example of proper policing. So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that you were okay to take the officer.
Applebee's drinks, I mean, they ain't that strong. You only had one, you had like 5.
Dad, where's my dad?
Oh, your dad's right over here.
Teresa, girl, you gotta stop
with this shit.
One thing I absolutely hate is when people just start crying, bruh. Like, you going to jail, you're not gonna die. I mean, yeah, some people die in jail and whatnot, but like, why are you crying like that? I don't know, like, you done did what you did. Bruh, it's over with. Once those cuffs get on your wrist, it's over with. You might as well hold that shit in and toughen up. That crying, I don't understand. Like, do y'all think, oh, if y'all cry, the cop gonna let y'all go? It's not how it works.
Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI. Go ahead.
Have a seat.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good. What did I do wrong?
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to a complete stop, the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system.
See,
where he
man,
would
I said this in the last video description of the woman who was getting tied up. You know, not tied up, but she was getting like mad and screaming and yelling because the cops were searching her brother's trash can. Like, bro, the moment you're combative with the police, you're making shit worse for yourself. I hope you know that. Like, I don't understand. That's like being combative with someone who's like serving your food at a restaurant. They're liable to spit in your food and you're not even gonna know. Yeah, they're not supposed to do that, but guess what? There's a lot of things that happen on a daily basis that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Like, y'all act like this is just, I don't get it.
However, Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant,
You got
but
a warrant, my
it's
boy.
on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect. Because
Okay,
I've gone
well,
to
it's on our system right now.
Well,
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And, who issued the warrant, though?
The court's have it issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest. For the majority of smaller cases, the suspect is tasked with turning in the documents that prove that they've been to court and completing any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he had in fact been to court.
Issued October 13th.
For what?
It has some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
You want to know the charges?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief.
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Kenneth was taken away to the station, but this is when his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that? Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary
He's
of a vehicle.
already been to court over that.
See, like, all this, what they doing, okay, I'm gonna show you the warrant. They don't have to show you shit. Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like, bro, if I was a cop, I'd be so cutthroat. I'd be like, yeah, he's in jail. Why is he in jail? Because he had a warrant. What? What was the warrant? Google it. Like, I don't have to tell you nothing. Beat it. Like, you gonna pick up the car or not? Like, what you want to do? I don't gotta show you nothing, my boy. Like, he already gone.
The warrant, right?
Talking about.
These are those rhombohedron crystals in your pineal gland. When those crystals become electrically activated, all of a sudden they...
yeah, that's it for this video. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and shoot, comment, do whatever. Show your mama, your daddy, your kids, your grandma, your grandpappy, your baby mama, your baby daddy, all that. All right, peace.